Probably should put some clothes on. There's a lot of old ladies with some fetishes out
So, however you gotta get your views up.
I need financing too, so.
Yeah, that's
however you gotta get it done.
That's how you go.
All right, well, let's go down river and then we'll talk about some fishing when we get there. But you know what? Let's fish.
Let's fish.
All right. One thing I haven't done is like expose my body out to sunlight. So
I can tell you're a little pasty.
We got the camera going too. We'll have to film this episode later. Fishing on the river. Really don't know what the theme of the trip's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be river basics. I don't think it's right for that. I don't think it's river tactics necessarily. I don't know, well, we have to catch a meal.
Yeah.
I don't know, let's make it about meat fishing. Love to bring home a couple walleyes. Maybe even a catfish.
I'd love a catfish.
Feisty, not a real big one, but I'll take it on the first cast. Yeah, that's red cast right there. There he goes.
Oh, chartreuse special. First one of the day.
Yeah.
Not a walleye, but take it.
All right, big pike.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was a big one. Uh-oh. Darn it. God, that would have been good on the cam.
That would have been good. That would have been sexy on the cam.
Did you retie your fresh line and everything on there?
No.
You know, that is a big deal.
Yep.
I saw that pike out there. That was a big one. And it's hard to get on mono no matter what.
Yeah.
Real hard. But that, you know, could have had something to do with it. Probably not. But
yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a while since I've retied it.
I saw that fish out there, though, and it was a good one. This almost should be a tutorial on how to cook in the sand. There is definitely an art to it. Meat, man, meat.
Oh, just two right up.
Yeah. You just kind of watch where they're feeding. darn it, just a couple. Sometimes they really can get in there and you can catch a bunch, but oh, something just hit it. Maybe they're in there. I tell you, if you got into a bunch of red horse, those are fun. I think I'm gonna put a crawler on and see what's out there. So this is some pretty nice, tasty stuff, white bass. I guess the one lesson today for this trip is gonna be how to tie a live bait rig, river rig up. Live bait rig. Now this can be used not only in a river, but on a lake, everywhere. It's just a super basic rig. Right now in this river, I am fishing with 6-pound test. I got pretty new line on there, so it's pretty good. Generally in the river, I use 8-pound test. So I usually clip off a piece, barely see it, of line. Now that length of leader depends on the fishing conditions. But you know, in general, 2.5, 3 feet in general, good enough. Any light monofilament or tippet material, an improved clench knot, to me is a go-to knot. Then I have my leader tied to one end. I could do this a little bit differently, but so I'm gonna take this smaller weight and I'm gonna cut the plastic piece off of this one because Zach's gonna use that little barrel weight. One thing I want to point out with these live bait rigs, they are a bit of a pain to set up, so you don't want to lose them. Boy, I only have tolerance to tie 1 or 2 of these a trip. I'm going to take the end from my rod, slip my weight through, tie a second knot to the second end of the swivel. So I have swivel and weight. At the end of my leader, I'm going to tie a hook. There's a lot of different things you can do other than just tie a plain hook. The only thing I really have to demonstrate, you can't see it, but I'm going to put a bead above the hook. As an attractant, you could put a series of beads in there. You know what, I'm never going to get this damn thing. I did. That is a live bait hook. It's a good crawler hook. You know, for a river, this is as big as you need to go. You've got about a 1/2 ounce weight on there, and that's big enough. I mean, we want walleyes. So I always say go as small and light as you possibly can. You just want to be able to have that bait swimming as freely as possible, as natural as possible. So that's the goal. I mean, when you're catfishing, you're putting heavier weight on there, you're just kind of having it sit out there and letting the fish come to it. Right now we're going to fish these things. We're going to stand out on the current seam and fish it up. Not messing around with any clippers. I've got a spot where I can, I don't know. One thing I've been cutting line with my teeth for, oh my God, for 50, 60 years. I got that one little spot.
Even sounds like a clipper.
It's the hook, the bead, the leader. That's three knots you have to tie, and it's a lot of fussing. But if you were on one of the big walleye lakes and you were just drifting in a boat, that's the rig you'd use right there. You can add a spinner to it, whatever you want to do. flash it up. Well, let's get some meat.
Yeah, dude.
Keep your crawlers cool, keep the sand out of your reels, and get fishing. Man, if that GoPro goes down, I'll be diving.
No doubt.
I guess if I was given river fishing tips, if somebody was going to fish, you know, I would say tip number one is always know your river. Whoops, there's something already nipping at it. Probably bass down there. Felt very bass-esque. The one thing you don't want to really do is catch these. Oh, sweet moon eye. Going to fertilizer. Take it. These will make good catfish bait too. Gotta take what the river gives you. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get a few of these freshies for bait tonight, you know, at our next spot. But these will make some powerful good fertilizer. Powerful good. Still early enough in the day where we could get a walleye out of here. We should get one out of here, really. I don't want it to be a black cloud day. Got it, luckily. This place is pretty heavily pressured. Mainly because a lot of people like to come in here and fish topwater baits for bass. So this little area gets pounded pretty good. At least we got shade here for a minute. Enjoy it while you have it. Can't think of too many places to get respite from the cruel sun. Right now it doesn't feel too bad in the shade. A little breeze too. Kind of a serious swim here, I think. Alright, go ahead, dig in. Just take half those beans and spicy, doesn't need hot sauce.
No.
Tasty. All right. God, that's a nice one too.
A little classic redemption here. Chippewa style.
All right.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, he's up. Oh, yes.
Watch.
All right, well, we got a walleye hole.
It's great, dude.
Let's get a pile.
Just smacked it.
Really?
Just smacked it.
White bass is edible?
Perfection.
Nice. Last night was a bit of a bruiser. Not a terrible storm, but it was wet. We ate just in time, and it was bedtime. This fish bit to get dried up today.
If I would have caught that chunk of the northern, that's
Yeah.
on that first night. I mean, that was in the first maybe hour of fishing. Gifted with two nice Chippewa walleyes, so I gotta take what you get.
Went fine. Real nice, actually. How about you?
Missed a big fish.
On what?
Worm.
Okay.
And maybe a catfish. I didn't even notice, like, really the line or the pole moving because I was jig fishing up more close to the point there, and noticed my line was moving. I was like, oh, I better check that out. Probably fucking sheep's head. And I felt that doink, and I set a real nice hook on it. And it had some weight to it.
Oh, okay.
And it's your pole. I got the bait rig on, and it was pulling the drag, and I was like,
really?
oh, fuck, this is a good fish. And,
Zach, man, that's 0 for 3, buddy.
I know, it's a tough one.
Big
technically
fish.
3 for 5, or 2 for 5. 2 for 5.
It's good. It's real good. But I will say the one thing is, big fish, they're hard to get in. You'll get one here. That was probably a nice catfish.
Yeah.
Cool though. That's great. Fantastic. We'll get plenty of opportunities at those, so that's no big deal. They're always just nice to see in my book.
Yeah.
You just see them. I don't care if I get them in or not. I'd just like to see what I got on the line, just for curiosity's sake.
Beautiful day. Not in a rush to get out of here.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking about the same thing. I'm not really in any hurry. I'm just gonna let my stuff dry out a bit.
Yeah.
Well, at least the lucky thing was we got our meal in us before it rained last night.
That was, if you would have started it maybe 5 minutes later, we would have been eating some wet food or not eating at all.
We endured it. Sometimes you can leave, it's only an hour and a half from home. So
Yeah.
So, we woke up to, had a great bike ride and have ourselves a day here, so.
Ready for a swim already.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot summer day again, I think. Fish seem kind of active out there, so let's get something. That's good bait right there too. Really good bait. Just sit out here and catfish all day. I don't know, what do you think?
I love it.
First thing I have to do is really admit to some poor camping skills last night on my part. Jeez. So lame. I mean, I didn't have my tent ready. It's really nonchalant about that. And I paid for that.
Yeah.
You know, I just expected that storm to be over in 15 minutes. Good thing you wouldn't short everything up, because I didn't even think about it until really late in the game. I looked out finally. It was like, oh, oh, wow. Good thing, because otherwise, I don't know. So just really poor, just really lazy. Always be ready, no doubt. Out here too, you know, this the spot is obviously, it's as cherry as it gets. Also can be super hot, fish are hard to come by, and the storms can be absolutely brutal, and that was a mild one last night. It was squared away enough to keep my stuff together, and I slept great last night.
So did I. Slept wonderful.
Wish I had a bigger hook, but I don't. I'm gonna try me a little midday steak bait.
Snake bait? Overall, this is great weather, even with our little thunderstorm last night. I was expecting a little more heat that one day,
Yeah, me too.
but we got, didn't suffer too bad. Fishing?
Fishing was kind of tough.
Yeah, fishing was kind of tough.
But that's the way it goes in the summertime. We missed a complete evening of fishing with the rain last night.
Yeah.
Fishing on the river.
Yeah, got some fertilizer, a couple walleyes.
Yep, got some fertilizer, some nice walleyes, and
White bass were tasty. That might have been the highlight of the trip, was those white bass eating those.
all right,
Yeah, that was mine.
all right, floating on a cherry.
Floating.
All right, last shot of the trip.